the Honest Garage Podcast, where real shop owners tell real shop stories.
Welcome to the very first episode of the Honest Garage Podcast, where real shop owners and industry professionals tell their real stories about more than just repairs. They talk about building their team, serving their community, and working on the shop, not in it, all with the goal of helping to shape the industry we all love. I'm your host, David Laird, founder of the show and of Honest Mechanic Marketing, and I'm glad you're here today. Now, before we dive into the regular format of our episodes, I've got a few housekeeping items to attend to, if you'll stick with me for a few minutes. The first thing is this podcast is for shop owners and industry professionals. It's for the men and women who've built great shops and great industry reputations through hard work, smart decisions, and probably more importantly, the bad decisions that they were able to learn from. These shop owners and industry professionals are the kind of people who know there's another level waiting. And while they're working to level up, they never forget that they're also the kind of people who care deeply about their customers, their team, and doing things the right way above all else. If that sounds like you, you're in the right place, and you're my kind of people. I've spent most of my life around shops. My dad owned a shop, and I turned wrenches as early as 5. And over the years, I've worked with dozens of shop owners across the country, helping them grow through targeted marketing and better marketing and tracking system. But here's the truth. Marketing is only one piece of the puzzle. The most successful shops, the ones that keep growing and keep their people and stay proud of what they're building, have something bigger driving them. It's their leadership, their culture, and ultimately their purpose. That's why we started the Honest Garage Podcast, to create a place for honest conversations about what really makes great shops tick. Because we know that there's plenty of noise out there. A lot of people will tell you what to buy, what to post, or what system to chase. But few are willing to sit down and say, hey, here's what really worked for us, and here's what didn't. This show's about those real stories, the wins, the struggles, the lessons that come with running a shop in today's world. This podcast is for the independent shop owner who's built a good business and wants to make it great. Maybe your bays are full some weeks and quiet others. Maybe you've got a great team, but hiring new techs feels impossible. Or maybe you're doing fine, but you know it could be more predictable, more scalable, and a little less stressful. That's who this shows. You've already proven you can build a business. Now it's about building one that runs smoothly, grows systematically, and gives you more time to lead instead of just grind. Each week, I'll sit down with shop owners, managers, and industry leaders to talk about what's actually working and what's not. We'll cover everything from how their shop got started and what made them want to do things differently, to the toughest challenges they faced and what they learned along the way. We'll talk about where most shop owners get stuck when it comes to growth, what's working best right now to keep their bays full and their techs busy, and how they build a shop culture that keeps great people long-term. We'll ask what advice they'd give their younger selves before opening the doors, and what being an honest mechanic really means in their business. Those 7 questions will anchor every episode. They'll keep the conversations real, grounded, and valuable. No scripts, no pitches, just straight talk from people who've been there. Because the truth is, every successful shop has a story. Some started with a single lift and a dream. Others grew through grit and hard lessons. Some started with an owner that operates in more of an absentee role and immediately turns the running of the shop over to a trusted technician or shop manager. Either way, you can expect honest conversations that cover the whole picture, not just marketing. We'll talk about how to hire and keep good people, how to build trust with customers, how to lead through tough seasons, and how to make growth predictable without losing the personal touch that made your shop successful in the first place. You'll hear stories from owners who went from word of mouth only to running multiple locations, and stories from others who found success by staying small, focused, and true to their values. Most of our episodes will feature guests. Occasionally, like today, I'll be solo, where I'll break down specific topics like Google Ads, SEO algorithm updates, web design, etc. But most of the episodes are going to feature guests that have actually owned shops. Every episode will give you something you can apply, whether it's an idea, a mindset shift, or just a little inspiration to keep pushing forward. We called it the Honest Garage Podcast for a reason, because honesty is at the core of everything this industry is built on. Honesty with customers, with employees, and with yourself about what's working and what's not. The Honest Garage Podcast isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about learning from real people who are still in the trenches, people who care about their craft, their community, and the future of this industry. And just like a garage, this show is a place to roll up your sleeves, get under the hood, and work on what really matters: your business, your mindset, and most importantly, the impact on your community. For the next episode, I'll be diving into a broad overview of what we've seen work in 2025 from a marketing perspective and providing more insight into honest mechanic marketing. I figured we'd just get this episode out of the way early on so you're not constantly waiting for the gotcha from the marketing guy in later episodes. Then, in the following episodes, we'll sit down with real shop owners who faced real challenges with hiring, with leadership, with their marketing, and everything in between. We'll talk about how they turn those challenges into growth, what they do differently, and what's working for them right now they see looking forward for their business and the industry. So if you're ready to start learning from the people who are actually doing it, hit subscribe wherever you're listening and join me here every week. Again, thanks for being here for the very first episode of the Honest Garage Podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or you can watch the video version on YouTube. If you'd like to be a guest or you know a shop owner with a great story to tell, head over to honestmechanicmarketing.com and contact us through our website. And if you're a shop owner looking to grow your car count, improve your systems, or get more predictable results, check out Honest Mechanic Marketing, because honest mechanics deserve honest marketing. I'm David Laird, and this is the Honest Garage Podcast. See you again next week.
Your employees are so important. They're the ones that are doing a lot of the work in the back. So why wouldn't you come alongside them? Because their success is your success. Jocko Willick actually always says, there's no bad teams, there's only bad leaders.
If you want your marketing to be good, it all starts with your reputation. That's something where we really see that coming through with all of the owners that we talk to on this podcast.